there are a select few individuals who are cyber stalking me, and trying to psychoanalyze some of aspects of me. Rather, I have a therapist. I have a psychiatrist. I have a team that quite literally sees me in person. I'm on medication. I have diagnoses. I go to primary care. I go to ERs. It's like it becomes so parasocial at a point, right? And this is addressing not like one particular person, like multiple people, right? Because I was stalked a lot online and in person. Like, like actually, like I'm actually like I can't even make this up, right? Like within malicious intent, people would say things at me, scream at me, call me slurs, etc., etc. And just addressing like the entirety of those people and some people that either don't talk to me anymore or still for some reason intently stalk my page. Um, some things aren't meant to be understood or will not be understood on first glance. Like, for example, don't judge a book by its cover. There are aspects of myself that even people who've known me for months or years are still trying to get me to open up about or like ask questions or curiosity about when they notice over time. And that's just how people are sometimes. They don't just like, "Hi, my name is da da da. I have da da da." Like, no, that's not always how social relationships work. And people like are wondering a lot of the time like why I operate the way I do, why sometimes I'm more outspoken, and why sometimes I'm more quiet. Because I have agoraphobia, and it's so funny. It's so funny how people have approached me sometimes. Because sometimes people say, I hate you. Or sometimes people say, I love you. I love aspects about you. But the thing is, I learned in both with people leaving me and me leaving people, that's just life. And bro, I'm just 20 years old, dog. There's been some people I've known since way younger in my life that left me either from something I did that made them uncomfortable or something they did that made me uncomfortable. And then people saying, "Oh, you're never gonna change," da 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 da. You're, and me questioning and acknowledging and then moving on because bad people don't have guilt, and if they do have guilt, then there's a reason, right? I spent all my life questioning if I was a bad person, if I was broken, why was I born this way? And the amount of emotional, physical, and psychological pain I went through is something people will just never understand on first glance. Because not everyone knows I have PTSD. Not everyone knows I have autism and ADHD. Not everyone knows certain aspects of me, and they just begin to learn it and understand, especially like for example, people often say, "Oh, you're manic. Oh, you're irritated. Oh, da da da." I need stimulation in a lot of my life, right? Because I need order. I need balance. I need to be doing something because I feel like I push myself a lot. And with chronic illness and disability, everyone in my life has always called me lazy or stupid or even slurs. And I would like to say to those people, I am extremely intelligent. And I know that. But the difference between me and this perceived parasocial version a lot of people think of me, I don't walk into spaces demanding authority, demanding respect, because that's just not how it is. And people saying, "Oh, you think you're better than me?" No, nobody is better than nobody. I'm not below or above anyone. Every single human soul should be treated as equal, as neighbors, as communities. Because I was put down my entire life. And then I realized within how it was brought up and other aspects of what I learned that I've lived my life happiest as a servant. And people get so confused, like, "Oh no, no, you're royalty, da, 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 you're this, you're that." I'm like, "No, no, 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 I'm not." And the reason I chose my name, people also get confused because I've gone by so many different names and stuff. But by serving, I mean like I made pledges, I made promises, I followed either religion or faith or tradition or practice that I stuck to and that will continue to stick to help me balance myself and find peace. Because perfectionism does not exist. Excellence exists. And excellence is knowing that when you fall down, will you be able to pick yourself up? How and when will you pick yourself back up? And to never give up. That is a true definition of excellence, is knowing that perfectionism is not real, because you will mess up in anything because you're learning. And then you get to a point where you're confident enough to do that thing so quote unquote perfectly because it becomes muscle memory. And then people say, "Oh, you're not perfect because you missed this shot," or "Oh, why did you do this then?" Because it's not real. There is no 100% satisfaction, 100% rate on anything. It's not. There never will be. The conceptualization of it is just in existence, right? Because if perfectionism existed, the world would be a way different place. Excellence is knowing that every single person has something they're passionate about, has something they're good at. And this is how oftentimes they build communities and how they build friendships, right? And people keep telling me, "Oh, you think you're better than me? No, no, no. You think you're this, you think you're that." Because I've done things that I'm proud of. I'm not narcissistic for that. If you want credentials, if you want proof of things that I'm proud of that I've done, I can give it to you. But I'm done having to like feel like I need to prove myself or justify myself in a lot of aspects of my life, because I don't. Like, I have an eccentric personality. I'm weird, I'm quirky, and that's just who I am, and that's who I'm going to be, cuz life is awkward, life is weird, life is quirky. It's a world of inexplicable, like you're going to be surprised. You're going to be shocked. You're going to go through things sometimes that just will catch you off guard. And even to the people that absolutely despise me for whatever reason, there's still aspects of people that I know I once liked. I know I once loved, even. And not to say love in a romantic way or a sexual way. I mean like love as in I appreciated this. Like I like the passion, the determination, the caringness, the gentleness, the genuinity. Like there's so many things about so many people I've known in my lifetime that I like, they were such complex souls, and each of them were different in their own ways. But that's the thing about life. You just burn bridges sometimes, or sometimes you just go separate ways on those bridges and don't cross paths again. Or if you do cross paths again, it's after quite a while. But like, bro, what do you want from me? Like genuinely, because it's really funny because people get so like defensive or saying, "Oh no, you're paranoid." No, I've literally had people walk up to me in person and tell me that they were stalking me, or had people online, multiple people, like say atrocious things to me. And it feels like people forget that I'm a person, like, cause I did go viral a few times, whatever, on TikTok when I was younger, in very dire situation, or on whatever social, or I'd reach out to advocates or celebrities and they boosted my story or they knew about it. But at the end of the day, I'm a person, and I struggle, I make mistakes, and I learn and I grow. And I've done things I'm not proud of, buddy. But to put the label onto someone like, "Oh, you'll never change," is so detrimental and hurtful, especially to people that don't realize or know the full intricacies of my life. I am so much different of a person than I was 7 years ago, 5 years ago. And I'm doing things that I'm proud of. And I'm fulfilling those pledges I made, those promises I made, the tradition I want to uphold, the order I want to keep. And some people don't find the sense and the order within my quote unquote madness, because to them, my treasure is their trash. To them, my chaos has no order. And that's why I'm working towards every day trying to be a better person, because I'm not going to be perfect, because I'm human. I'm going to make mistakes. I'm going to have moments I regret things or feel guilty. But if people don't have the patience to understand that people can change like the wind and the rain and the sky and the snow and the moon, then why are you placing these judgments on me if they're not the same precedent you would want someone to understand for yourself? I know I'm going to struggle, and that's just how it is for me in my life. but I'm working hard to get to a point where I can rebound and pick myself back up again. Thank you.